So today, I want to talk about how to stop trying to look to the outside for proof your manifestation is working or not. So I know we all struggle with looking to the outside circumstances to see if our manifestation is working or not. And when things aren't going the way our logical mind thinks they should, we automatically think our desire will not come about. And this could be something that is really difficult to overcome, especially if you have just started to consciously manifest. This is a very common thing, sometimes even for experienced manifestors, as your mind sometimes tries to lie to you. This in turn sabotages your manifestation by accepting what you see the 3D doing that doesn't line up with your desire to be true, or confirming what you see happening as proof your manifestation isn't working. So lots of times people will be using a technique to manifest, let's say a specific person. They will go into their imagination, imagine the scene in the state akin to sleep. They will imagine it real. They will go through all the steps and check all the boxes. But then, a couple of days later, they notice that they are blocked on social media, or they notice that their specific person hasn't called or texted them. So the immediate reaction is, why isn't this working for me? What am I doing wrong? You have to realize nothing is wrong, and you aren't doing it wrong. You and everyone else is constantly manifesting every day and all day. No one is excluded. So here's the thing. Since we are always manifesting, a lot of the time we aren't consciously aware of what we are impressing on our subconscious. A lot of the time we are just running on autopilot, and we are constantly impressing our subconscious mind with things we don't want if we are constantly focusing on what we don't want, thus creating a vicious cycle. What you have to understand, there is no objective reality. Everything that we experience or observe with our physical senses is a projection of what's going on internally, and the things that are going on in the world stage is a projection of the collective consciousness. Everything first comes from inside of us. Everything that's being projected to us is everything that is in our inner world. Everything being reflected back to us is coming from our beliefs and assumptions. We are constantly broadcasting on the outside what is on our inside. The content of your consciousness is going to create your 3D reality. Everything first begins in the mind in your imagination. Whatever is happening in the imagination will show up in 3D. So your assumptions, expectations, beliefs, memories, and our reaction to things are all impressing our subconscious mind. So this is where you need to put in the work. This is where you need to use your mind to focus only on what you want, whether it be with affirmations, imagination, subliminals, scripting, whatever works to impress your subconscious mind. Remember, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's true and what's not. Your subconscious mind will take those impressions, beliefs, assumptions, and find the best way to project them into your 3D reality. Remember, it's not going to work for you if you keep looking for proof it's not working for you. So sometimes, since there is a delay from when you imagine to when your desire comes to fruition, sometimes it seems like things are getting worse before they get better. This is a common thing. That's all just the remnants of the past manifestations, and also a bridge of incidents to your new manifestation, since the old 3D has to end in order for your new one to show up. So think of your imagination as the present, the real world, and your 3D as the past. The 3D is all old subconscious impressions that are all bearing fruit now. Remember, there is always going to be some sort of delay between when you imagine, affirm, script, or whatever form of technique you use, and when it will come to pass.
We're told that faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. By faith, we understand that the world was created by the Word of God, so that things which are seen were made out of things which do not appear. If you see it clearly, you will see that faith does not give reality to unseen things. It is loyalty to the unseen reality that gives meaning to the word faith. All things exist. Eternity exists, and all things in eternity independent of creation. So on this level, the shadow level, we do not see the reality. We do not see the source, the cause of it all. That's where we are called upon to exercise faith, loyalty to unseen reality. It really is the abandonment of self. It's an act of self-commission